Let's read a little bit more. The general theory of relativity on its own cannot explain these features or answer these questions because of its prediction that the universe started off with infinite density at the Big Bang singularity. At the singularity, general relativity and all other physical laws would break down. So we have been kind of talking about singularities in general, and here's one: the Big Bang. At the singularity, general relativity and all other physical laws would break down. One couldn't predict what would come out of the singularity. As explained before, this means that one might as well cut the Big Bang and any events before it out of the theory because they can have no effect on what we observe. Space-time would have a boundary, and that's at the beginning of the Big Bang. Hi, Stephen. Science seems to have uncovered a set of laws that, within the limits set by the uncertainty principle, tell us how the universe will develop with time if we know its state at any one time. These laws may have originally been decreed by God, but it appears that he has since left the universe to evolve according to them and does not now intervene in it. But how did he choose the initial state or configuration of the universe? What were the boundary conditions at the beginning of time? One possible answer is to say that God chose the initial configuration of the universe for reasons that we cannot hope to understand. This would certainly have been within the power of an omnipotent being, but if he had started it off in such an incomprehensible way, why did he choose to let it evolve according to laws that we could understand? Yeah. This would certainly have been within the power of an omnipotent being, but if he had started it off in such an incomprehensible way, why did he choose to let it evolve according to laws that we could understand? The ocean is kind of like space. Would you agree or not? Yeah. Yeah, it really is. The ocean is very complicated. So, in that sense, yeah. So, the whole history of science has been the gradual realization that events do not happen in an arbitrary manner, but that they reflect a certain underlying order, which may or may not be divinely inspired. It would only be natural to suppose that this order should okay. It would be only natural to suppose that this order should apply not only to the laws but also to the conditions at the boundary of space-time that specify the initial state of the universe. There may be a large number of models of the universe with different initial conditions that all obey the laws. There ought to be some principle that picks out one initial state and hence one model to represent our universe. One such possibility is what we call chaotic boundary conditions. These implicitly assume either that the universe is spatially infinite or that there are infinitely many universes. Um, can we get 20 likes? Under chaotic boundary conditions, the probability of finding any particular region of space in any given configuration just after the Big Bang is the same in some sense as the probability of finding it